Hey guys, Roto5 here with episode number 22 of the Bayer Leverkusen career mode on FIFA 22. 22 episodes in on FIFA 22. We're taking on Wolfsburg to kick off today's episode. Another former team of ours on FIFA 19, I believe, right at the end of FIFA 19 or FIFA 20. But coming into this one, we are top of the table. We are cruising. We're playing really nice football. And we've got another tough couple of games in today's episode. We've got the likes of Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim and Borussia Dortmund. So if we can get through these three games without a scratch, we are doing very well in the league. And there's definitely, if we win all three, there's potential we can go on and win the whole thing. Because we've got this one against Dortmund coming up at the end of today's episode. We've got Leipzig in the next one. And then we've got Bayern Munich in the one after that, as well as Borussia Mönchengladbach, who we lost to, if you remember. I think the only two teams we've lost to this season are Mönchengladbach and Bayern. We've got them in 2 episodes' time. So if we can win at least 3 or 2 of those 4 games, if we can win 2 of them, I think we have a good chance of going on and winning the league. Because we're now in January. This is the part of the season where maybe we start to pull away from the rest of the boys. And hopefully we can do that in this little period. Pull away. Maybe even put then some of the focus back onto the Europa League. Because the knockout rounds will be drawn for that. Obviously, we're already through. We won our group quite convincingly. 1 draw, the rest were wins. Really unfortunate to win the one against Cadiz, but with 5 minutes remaining in this game against Wolfsburg, Silas, he came on in that right wing position. He found himself in a lot of space with 5 minutes remaining. We just caught him on the counter-attack late in the game, and he goes and wins it for us. 1-0 in the final few minutes. It's a clutch player coming off the bench. Exactly what we need off the bench. A bit of pace, a bit of skill, a bit of clinical finishing that really helps us in those final few minutes of the game, running at the tired legs, and it worked perfectly there in this one as Holodecky is just going to catch this one, keep a hold of it, and we win the game 1-0. 3 points coming our way, and that's 1 down, 2 more to go against Hoffenheim and against Dortmund. But yeah, great result for us there. In this one against Hoffenheim, though, we've got to keep an eye out for this man right here, Baumgartner. 3 goals in his last 3 games for him, so could be a difficult one to defend. But then you look at our team and you remember we have these 3: Noah Lang, Jonathan David, and Madueke. Sorry, Silas. That's Silas. Number 9. Notice on his shorts. Silas and Madueke. It doesn't matter if it's Jonathan David or Silas. They have to worry about the strikers. But Bibu with the first strike at our goal. Holodecky is equal to it. Makes a save and really nicely actually keeps us at 0-0. As we move all the way to the second half, you can see we've brought on some substitutions. Seidel on that left-hand side is obviously he's our glitched young player with the skinny arms and no number on his back. But Noah Lang, 62 minutes into the game, just dribbles past one and then just blasts it at that near post, right into the top corner. And we're 1-0 to the good here. As you can see, Hoffenheim taking on Wolfsburg. 2 teams, hopefully 2 teams we've defeated, taking on each other in the lost to Leverkusen derby. But 20 minutes remaining in this one. Makis really should be maybe scoring that one, but great reactions from our Finnish keeper. You know, he's not finished, he's only well, he probably is close to being finished, but he's keeping us in this one, keeping the scores at 1-0. 2 great chances from Hoffenheim, both denied by Holodecky. As Soslabai has a great strike just wide of the post. You can see. And the final 10 minutes of the game, we're actually catching him on the counter-attack. We're kind of being maybe a bit blocked in there by the Hoffenheim attack, but we do have a chance here with Silas to try and get his second in as many games. Doesn't quite work out. Thankfully, though, we win the game and we secure ourselves a second victory in today's episode. We come into the big one. Neuhaus is making his debut for Dortmund after joining from Mönchengladbach. And now we've got to impress. We're at home. We beat them in the Ruin Stadium. We've now got to do it in ours. As 6 minutes into the game, Julian Brandt finds Haaland, who's been the thorn in our side so far this whole series, yeah. As Brandt from range strikes blocked, falls to Marlin, strikes well, saved again from Holodecky. But you can see, just from the opening exchanges, just how good this game is going to be. You can see the exact halfway point of this season. We are 4 points clear at the top. So, things are looking good. Things are going our way. Soslabai turn strikes. Berkey is equal to it, though. Just 5 minutes later, a great ball to Sosa. You can see we've caught them on the counter-attack here. They've got men napping. They've got no one back. We whip it across. Jonathan David is just behind him. Didn't quite work out. But we're going to play it back to Serginho Dest. I'm going to get a corner. Awar makes the block. We're very, very good from set pieces. You might remember Sosla whips this one across. Tapsoba heads blocked. Falls perfectly back to him. Taps it into an open net to make it 1-0 to ourselves. Tapsoba gets a goal. Not his first of the season, I don't think. I think he's got quite a few this season from set pieces. Unfortunately, it's not going to go as a Sosla by assist because of the deflection. But we are 1-0 up nonetheless. As the half an hour mark approaches, Kappa finds Emre Can, finds Neerhouse. They're just working up the pitch perfectly here. Kappa on this right hand side, our left. Sosa's forced out, Tapsoba's forced out, played inside to Haaland, back to Neerhouse, and on his debut, half an hour in, he brings the scorelines back to 1-1. Not what we want. Want to be cruising in this one, it's not quite working out our way. Sosa loses the ball there, trying to play it through to Jonathan David. That means he's out of position on Emre Can. Charging forward, he's got Haaland, he's got many others, but Gamales wins the ball. Unfortunately, it falls to one of their players. Brandt skips past and plays a lovely strike to the top left-hand corner of the opposite. Strikes it a cross goal, really nice. And he does make it 2-1, so he started the game brilliantly. Thought, we're going to cruise this one. And we're going to half-time, 2-1 down. Really not one, but Sosla plays a lovely ball to Noah Lang. And just like that, the scoreline is back on level terms. It is Noah Lang, obviously scoring the goals. And that's exactly what we want. It's exactly what we need in this one. 2-2. Continuing now to try and get that third, that fourth, that fifth, that sixth, that seventh. But Noah Lang up against Kappa. You can see how tired he is. He's been working hard all game. Skips past him with ease. Lays it inside. Jonathan David, the Canadian, just like that, tucks it into the back of the net. And he does make it 3-2. So we're now back in front in this one. Relatively easy in this second half. Things have come for us quite nicely. They give away the ball from the goal kick. We counter them. We score. They give away the ball from the kick-off. We win a throw-in from that Sosa tackle somehow. He's unmarked because Kappa's so tired. There's 2 men in the middle. 1 man arriving on the edge of the box. We're going to lay it across to him. Sosla by volleys at home. And in the space of about 2 minutes, we go and make it 4-2 to ourselves. Relatively easily. Dortmund didn't really pressurise us during that whole kind of process of us going from 2-2 to 4-2. Really easy, quite actually, here as Lang in the 89th minute plays a lovely ball through to Dest to Madueke. Madueke back across to Noah Lang. Lovely touch, lovely little second touch here to get past his man. And that's an Eredivisie goal right there. Lang to Dest to Madueke, back to Lang in the back of the net. Made in the Eredivisie. That goal was, as we win this game quite convincingly, 5-2. And I think the boys in the German FA start writing our name on that Bundesliga trophy because we are coming for it. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.